Chicago Bears are finally addressing their biggest issue, the offensive line, and general manager Ryan Poles deserves all the credit for making it happen. This is not just a minor adjustment. It is a complete overhaul that will define the team's future. For years, the Bears have struggled with inconsistent offensive line play, but now things are changing in a major way. Last season was brutal. Caleb Williams was under constant pressure. The offensive line collapsed week after week, allowing 68 sacks. No team in the league gave up more. On top of that, Williams had to escape another 50 would-be sacks. That means the offensive line almost gave up 120 sacks in one season. That is not just bad. That is historically bad. No quarterback can develop properly under those conditions. No offense can function when the quarterback is running for his life every play. It is not just about statistics, it is about survival. Every snap became a test of endurance, and every passing play turned into a race against disaster. For a young quarterback trying to establish himself in the league, this was a nightmare scenario. But now, the nightmare is over. But the Chicago Bears knew they had to change things, and they had to do it fast. They could not go into the 2025 season with the same weaknesses up front. General manager Ryan Poles saw the problem, and he attacked it aggressively. He knew that if the Bears were going to take a step forward, they had to start in the trenches. The best teams in the league build from the inside out, and that is exactly what Poles is doing. He understands that an elite offensive line is the foundation of a great offense. The best quarterbacks in the league, from Patrick Mahomes to Joe Burrow, all thrive behind solid protection. Now the Bears are giving Caleb Williams that same chance. Before free agency even officially started, he made moves. He traded for Pro Bowl guard Jonah Jackson. That was already a solid move, but he was not done. A few days later, he shocked the league by adding Joe Thuney, one of the best guards in football. Thuney has been a model of consistency and excellence, helping the Kansas City Chiefs win multiple championships. And still, Poles was not done. He then landed the best center on the market, Drew Dalman, who played at a high level with the Atlanta Falcons. Dalman is quick, strong, and technically sound. He is the kind of center who can handle one-on-one matchups, which will allow the offense to be more aggressive with their play calling. He is not just an upgrade, he is a game changer. The interior of the offensive line is no longer a weakness, it is now a strength. It is not just about keeping Caleb Williams upright, it is also about improving the run game. Last season, the Bears struggled to establish any consistency on the ground. They ranked near the bottom of the league in rushing efficiency, but now, with Jonah Jackson, Joe Thuney, and Drew Dalman in the middle, the running backs are going to have much bigger lanes to run through. Khalil Herbert and Roschon Johnson should both benefit from these moves. They will be able to hit the hole faster, and that means the entire offense will flow more smoothly. Play action will become a bigger weapon. The defense will have to respect the run, which will open up opportunities in the passing game. Everything starts with the offensive line. But there is still one big question. What about left tackle? Darnell Wright looks like the long-term answer at right tackle. He has the strength, footwork, and aggression to become a dominant player. He showed flashes last season, and with better coaching and more experience, he should continue to develop. But left tackle is a different story. Braxton Jones has been solid. He has held his own against good pass rushers. But the Bears need more than solid. They need elite. This is the blindside protector for Caleb Williams. Every great offense has an anchor at left tackle. The Bears might not be done improving the line. The 9th overall pick in the draft gives them options. They could draft a left tackle like Joe Alt or Olu Fashanu. Both are top prospects with the potential to become franchise players. Drafting a left tackle would allow them to fully reset the offensive line with young, talented players. But if they do not go that route, there are still veteran options in free agency. Either way, Poles is not going to leave the position unaddressed. He has shown that he is willing to make big moves to fix this team. Every great team prioritizes the offensive line. The Philadelphia Eagles, San Francisco 49ers, and Kansas City Chiefs have all built dominant lines, and the Bears are following that model. Ryan Poles deserves credit. He learned from his mistakes. Last season, he focused on adding skilled players, but he did not invest enough in the trenches, and it cost them. The Bears lost 10 straight games at one point. The offense could not move the ball. They had talent at quarterback, wide receiver, and running back, but none of it mattered because the offensive line was not good enough. Now, Poles is proving that he understands what it takes to build a winning football team. He is not doubling down on past failures. He is correcting them. He is showing that he can adapt, adjust, and improve. That is the mark of a great general manager. And no one should be happier than Caleb Williams. Despite the constant pressure last season, he still put up good numbers. He threw for 3,541 yards, 20 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions. That is impressive when you consider how little time he had to throw. Now, with better protection, the sky is the limit. He could become the first quarterback in Chicago Bears history to throw for 4,000 yards in a season. He has the arm talent, the accuracy, and the leadership to take this team to the next level. With more time in the pocket, he will be able to read the field better, go through his progressions, and deliver accurate throws downfield. Wide receivers, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, will have more opportunities to make big plays. Tight end Cole Kmet will be a bigger factor in the red zone. Everything in this offense will be better. For the first time in a long time, the Chicago Bears offensive line is not a liability, it is a strength. That changes everything for the 2025 season. The offense will look completely different. The playbook will open up. The coaching staff will be able to call deeper passing plays because they will trust the line to hold up. The running game will be more efficient. Caleb Williams will have time to read the defense, make the right decisions, and show why he was the #1 overall pick. This is how you build a championship team. This is what great teams do. They identify their weaknesses and they fix them. The Chicago Bears are finally on that path, and it all starts up front. The offensive line sets the tone for the entire team. Now, with these moves, the Bears have a chance to compete at a much higher level. They are not just trying to improve, they are trying to build something special. This is the kind of offseason that turns a struggling team into a contender, and Ryan Poles deserves a lot of credit for making it happen. But the job is not finished. The next step is proving it on the field. Chemistry must be built. The new offensive line must work together as a unit. Training camp and preseason will be crucial in getting these players in sync. If they can develop the right cohesion, the Chicago Bears might just have one of the best offensive lines in the league. That would be a game changer for this franchise. The work is far from over, but for the first time in a long time, the Chicago Bears are building their foundation the right way, and that is something every Bears fan should be excited about.